Hello and welcome to Fantails. And you wanna know what? This is the tale of how. This is the awesome tale of how Floral Kips, Kips, Jove, and Jiku went on an awesome adventure to find the perfect taco stand. Okay, so we're starting this off on 2/17/2025. Kips is at his dad's mech garage because Floral Kip's dad is an awesome badass with 4 right arms, 3 left arms, and a tentacle for a nose. They just whips all over the place. And Kips was like, you know what, Dad? I think it's time that I'm old enough. I need to go on an epic adventure. And Kip's dad was like, sure you do, son. You need to find the best taco in the world. And Kips was like, all right. And then his dad was like, but you know what? You need to find 2 of your friends and go on this awesome burrito journey. And Kips was like, I thought you were telling me I need to find a taco. And his dad was like, no. It's the Burrito of Destiny. And Kips was like, well, okay, I don't know, but maybe it's because Chipotle or something. And his dad was like, yeah, that's the thing. Chipotle is the Burrito of Destiny. The destiny of shitting your pants. And Kips was like, okay, let me call my boys Bad Boy Jove and Jiku and see what's going on. So Kips gives him a ring and everything, and Jove's the first one to answer. He's like, yo man, how's it going, boy? I'm 360 no scoping this son of a bitch crab salad right now. Oh, you try to be imposter salad to me. Oh, I don't go for imposter crab. I go for the real shit. And so Jove's in a map on Nuketown 2025, and he's just throwing croutons left and right, nailing these bots in the face, like absolute in the throat. Yeah. And everything's going absolutely batshit crazy. I'm talking 360 no scopes, 420 flipbacks, ollie oxen freeze, shogun axe, everything. He's become like the Spider-Man of Call of Duty. He's so badass. But Kips was like, dude, turn off the game. We got a quest to go on. And Joe's like, what? Burrito run? And there's just this dead silence. And Kips goes, yeah, definite. Burrito run. Legendary burrito run. We got shit to do. We need one more guy. And Joe's like, man, I got just the guy. So he calls up Jiku, and Jiku's like, yo, what up? I just chilling here with Snoop Dogg, not the Snoop Dogg of now, because he's not a Snoop line, but Snoop Dogg is in da 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 da. And Joe's like, dude, alright, put away your damn Snoopy Red Baron shit. Get that freaking Woodstock shit out of the way. We don't need that right now. We're going for a badass burrito run. Why? Because our leader, Floral Kips, is kicking so much ass right now. And Jiku's like, well, how long is this gonna go on? What's involved here? And Joe's like, man, I don't know. I'm not the man with the plan. Floral Kips is. He says we need to go to Chipotle and defeat the 12 evil bastards. And Jiku's like, well, okay, I need to get ready first. So Kips and Jove go over to Jiku's place, and it's about I'm gonna say 7 p.m. 7 p.m. and there's like this awesome laser light show because Led Zeppelin's playing in the background, and there's always going to be an awesome laser light show filled with a literal ocean of hippies just tripping balls going, oh man, you ever think that lasers just slow down just enough to stop and smell the roses, or are they always so much in a spacey tone? And Kips, he's body surfing on the ocean of hippies going, I don't know what's going on, but we need to find these evil 12 evil bastards and everything. Hey, don't touch me there. And one of the hippies is like, oh, don't sweat it, man. We're going to be awesome. And Jove and Jiku are like, man, this is bullshit. We're body suffering in a room full of hippies right now. It's 7 p.m. I'm missing my favorite match on. It's, you know, Raid with the Tusken Raiders and Star Wars and Star Cars and everything else that's like Star Wars, but it's like everyone's replaced by cars, and Darth Vader's just a Mack truck with an angry grimace going, and everything else. And suddenly, out of nowhere, Jiku spots the backup leader for Floral Resort, Skylight. And Skylight's like, dude, over here, I spot one of the 12 evil bastards over there. His name is Bob Stoskins. And Bob Stoskins, you know, he was ordering Chipotle like no one's business. Because you know what, Bob Stoskins is kind of a dick. He told me to go get a job, and I have a job. It's being a badass. One day, I punched Putin's bear right in the belly button. The belly button. You know, anyone can punch a bear in the face. Anyone can punch a bear in the dick. But I punched him in the belly button. And you want to know what? That bear's belly button, it was an Audi. So it was really, really hard for me because the bear kept on moving around. Putin kept ripping shirt off after shirt and be like, oh, I don't know what's going on here, but you know what, America, you can go fuck off. And everything else, because, you know, Bob Hoskins is a dick. So, Jiku and Jovko get Floral Kips, who at this point had body surfed on the ocean of hippies so far out that by the time Led Zeppelin's Dark Side of the Moon started playing, which was a cover of Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, he just kind of went absolutely insane. He's like, what the hell's going on? Dark Side of the Moon. No, I don't want to do this. Dark Side of the Moon. And there were laser lights just slowing down and go, dude, there's a person. There's a person, you know, just tripping. And everything else. And Bob Stoskins goes, aye, boss, well, here's a burrito, chicken and bean. Yeah! Grand Royce, suck it! And, right as the burrito was sailing towards Kip's head, Skylight just pulls out this badass glow-in-the-dark samurai sword that's totally not a lightsaber at all. He's just like, here's a bit of just like exactly like that, and just starts slicing the crap out of the bacon, and the little flecks of it, burrito, and the little flecks of it that pop off turn into little bacon bits, and all of a sudden the hippies, the little ocean of hippies, patches of them, like 5 mile wide patches of them, because, you know, literal oceans of hippies have like billions and billions and billions of hippies turn into these awesome little pugs with these horrifying man faces going every once in a while, and, you know, Kip's like, give me the fuck out of this thing, give me the fuck out of this thing. And so Bob Stoskins is like, oh, you'll never defeat me one bit. And Jabba's like, fuck you. So he 360 no-scopes Stoskins right in the fucking face, and his brains just splatter all over the place, and all of a sudden Zombie Batman goes, justice. And Starlight's like, nah, man, I got this. Oh, no, you did not. I got this. And all of a sudden, you know, like, a couple of nuclear explosions happen because VTOLs are being called in left and right, and all of a sudden Floral Images pops up on Skylight's phone. He's like, dude, I heard we were taking out some badasses and hippies and pugs with Bob Stoskins' face on them, like, justice. And Skylight's like, you're right, man, but Kips is the man with a plan. We need to go find the Burrito of Legend over at Chipotle. And so Floral Images is like, alright, man, alright, just let me do a couple of things first, and I'll be good to go. And Kips is like, okay, man, alrighty. So after a couple of hours, which it's now 10 p.m., on a Wednesday night, sorry, I gotta take notes here. Images is alright. He's got his rucksack, he's got everything he needs, he's got his nades, he's got his Betties, he's got his shock charges, he's got his shotgun and sniper rifle for like when he decides to do a 360 no scope neck swap really quick. He's also got himself a Dora the Explorer a skin on, which, you know, is meant to deceive people into thinking that, holy shit, this thing's gonna go down, I'm gonna win this match. But it's a lie, it's a lie. They're not gonna win it, because the Dora the Explorer is just the skin, and the guy controlling the model is actually Images. So Kips rounds up the guys. He's like, hey, alright, we beat Bob Stoskin, but we still have 11 more idiots to go. I don't know why there's 11 evil bastards in the world right now, but apparently it's something that needs to be done, and everything else. This might take us a while, but you want to know what? We just defeated Bob Stoskins, and if I remember right, he started in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And by the way, Roger Rabbit's the next son of a bitch we need to do, and that son of a bitch is a giant fucking bunny with a tuft of hair and overalls on, and he's gonna go, please don't do that to me, and everything else. So we need to be on our best way. So Images VTOL picks them up. It was piloted by this really nice male man named Steve. Steve is like in his 20s, kind of punk rockish. He's got a thing going on with the missus back home in Indiana. They're having a bit of a tough. The baby's about to be born, and Steve's always on the job because, you know, Images is always calling him into work, and his VTOL only gets so many miles per the gallon, like 2 miles per gallon, which is really fucked up. But when you consider that the VTOL itself is solar powered, you know, it kind of trades off. Anyways, so Kips, Jove, GQ, Skylight, and Images are in his VTOL right now, and you know, they're going over the battle plan because, you know, Kips has this map of, you know, their particular galactic arm, and they're like dots all over the place, kind of like in Mass Effect 2 with the map thing and everyone. Anyways, where the fuck did I put that water? Oh shit, it's over there. Anyways, come on, take. Beep. So as I was saying, Kips has got this awesome map out, and Jove's pointing out this really irregular shape. It's like a crescent moon with a battle axe stabbed into it, and the man in the moon is like, "You're my home, motherfucker, what the fuck?" Anyways, Joe's like, "Okay, so what's over here?" And Kips goes, that is Chipotle. That is Chipotle corporate, man. We can't trust those guys. They will sell us food that will make us vomit, blood, shit, plasma, and crap lightning all at the same time. And Jico's like, "Oh man, that sounds painful." And Skylight's like, "Well, I guess so, but why don't we just go straight there instead of having to deal with these idiots?" And Kips is like, "That's because each of these 11 remaining evil bastards has a piece of a gem that we need to put together, so that way, you know, we can, you know, pass for one of them." And Images is like, "So what, are you talking about like a giant jackhead?" And Kips is like, "Exactly." And Images is like, "Well, I know exactly where to get that, but it's in pieces, you know, carried by these 11 evil bastards." And hold on, evil bastards. I have to make notes so that way I can keep track of what the fuck's going on. And Kips kind of gives him a what the fuck look, and because that's exactly what the hell they're doing. They're collecting these 11 pieces of a mass, so that way they can get into Chipotle corporate, so that way they can defeat the Burrito of Legend. So the first stop is to a McDonald's over in what's known as Georgia Land, but it's really just a defunct Radio Shack gone out of business and taken over by a combination of Redbox, Blockbuster, and America Online Demo Disc that have somehow gained sentience when they combine to form like a really deluxe version of Voltron, the fender of your hamburger from last Tuesday. And so they get in Voltron's like, I'm pissed. What the fuck do you want? We got cables, we got CDs, we got other bullshit that don't really matter much. And Gibbs is like, we need a light bulb. And Voltron's like, well, we got all kinds of light bulbs. We got EF, we got DFL, we got DSR and XPA and everything else. We even got like a tiny little jelly bean that's shaped like George Bush's forehead when he's really, really concentrating. And Deku's like, well, dude, what about, why do you sound like Uncle Ruckus from Boondocks? And, Voltron's face mask lifts up, and it's actually Uncle Ruckus. He's like, well, I was just, I got sick of all them Freemans and everything else, and I just don't like black people. It's strange. And Skylight's like, whoa, we just want a fucking light bulb. We don't need your goddamn backstory. And Voltron's face mask lowers down. It's the kind of sound that leads you to believe that it's really, really depressed about something. Either that or it's just hydraulics and you're trying to put more emotion into the whole entire thing than is actually... Oh, hi, how's it going, friend? Than is actually necessary. So, Voltron sells them this really, really specific... Hold on, I got fucking nose hair. There we are. Really, really specific nose hair. And Joe's like, dude, what's this all about? And then it's just like, don't you get it? The nose hair is a piece of the mask. And Floral Kips gives Morbid a call. Morbidity. And he's like, yo, Morbidity 77. Oh, what's up, man? We need locations on the next piece of the mask. So that way we can go to Chipotle and fight off the Burrito of Legend. And Morbidity's like, man, I'm at a funeral, bitch. I don't need this bullshit. We got people dying left and right, and there's some asshat in a clown mask and an ice cream truck just going around zapping people, laughing his ass off. And it ain't even a Joker, man. It's just some asshole with a flaming head. And it's like, and Kips is like, I got it. It's Sweet Tooth, right? It's gotta be Sweet Tooth. And Morbid is like, yeah, I guess he's selling me ice cream. And Kips is like, do not take the ice cream, man. Do not. Whatever you do, do not. And he hears Morbidity on the phone go, yeah, I'll take the Spider-Man ice cream because you know what? I hear it's really explosive. And you hear this. And then all of a sudden you hear an explosion and Kips like, Morbidity! And so he turns to the other guys, Jove, Jiku, Skylight, Images, and he goes, alright, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go after Sweet Tooth because he's the next evil bastard and he has the flaming head of doom. That's right, the flaming motherfucking head of goddamn doom. He made off with Morbidity 77. He sold him an exploding Spider-Man ice cream pop, and you know what? We need to avenge him. We need to avenge him. So that's what they did. They it took them about a week. Hold on, need to make notes. So it took them about a week to get there, which put them, just in the early hours of the 24th, at around 4 a.m., they find out that Sweet Tooth's been bunking at this abandoned, haunted skate park where, a bunch of Tony Hawk clones have been, practicing their ollies, but since they're not the genuine article, they've, hold on a tick. But since they aren't like the genuine article, they only get about half the ollie, then fall over, and then for some reason they've got this weird glass bone thing going on, so they're like kind of curly cues and kicks them in the ass, by which I mean their foot literally gets stuck in their ass and they end up, curling up even more and breaking their spine, and then they're kind of banned from the sport because they're, clones and they're not that good, and they keep getting sued by, I don't know, ABC News 7 because they keep thinking, oh my god, Tony Hawk, they're gonna pull off like a 360 flip foot fuck nut and everything else. So Kips and Jove, they equip themselves with EMP grenades and shock charges because they know that Sweet Tooth's going to pull out that giant robot truck mech and everything else. So it's really just a matter of time. Meanwhile, Jiku and Skylight, they go around the back. 1 second. So Kips and Jovi are equip themselves with the EMP grenades and shock charges, and they go to the sides because they know that Sweet Tooth is going to be, he's going to pull out that giant truck mech and everything else. Meanwhile, Jiku and Skylight, they go around the back and try to flank Sweet Tooth, and they've also equipped, high-powered sniper rifles and everything. Meanwhile, Images kind of decides to equip a couple of RPGs as well as stay within the VTOL, so that way he can provide cover fire for when Sweet Tooth tries to outmaneuver him. So they've got him surrounded. Sweet Tooth's a flaming headed, fiery headed son of a bitch who's really psychotic. And all of a sudden Kips gives the signal go and everything else. So he and Jove launch a couple of EMP grenades into the open passenger window of Sweet Tooth's truck, as well as plant shock charges right in front of it. Then they head back while Jiku and Skylight take out the rear tires, as well as take out the spring connecting the giant head and everything with the sniper rifles. And then Images unleashes hell with the RPGs and everything else and unloads every piece of VTOL ammo that he has at his disposal. Meanwhile, Steve's wife is bitching at him because there's a pot roast in the oven, and Steve once again is being called into action. But you know what? It's to take down Sweet Tooth and gain Sweet Tooth's mask for entry into Chipotle. So all this is going on for about an hour, which puts our heroes at about 5 a.m. The sun's just about to rise. The Tony Hawk clones have all but killed themselves. There's just one left, the actual Tony Hawk, and he's just kind of doing his thing, doing a kickflip and everything else and whatnot. And suddenly he nails it, but at the exact moment he lands the 920, a stray bullet just knocks him in the head, and meanwhile there's a spare pterodon going and everything else. So all of a sudden Sweet Tooth wakes up. He's like, yo, what's going on? Why are you guys attacking me? And Kips is like, dude, you killed Morbidity, you son of a bitch. And Sweet Tooth's like, well, yeah, he was stealing my shit. And Kips and Joe's like, well, we thought you were selling him a Spider-Man ice cream pop. And Sweet Tooth's like, well, yeah, I was just doing my job. I'm an ice cream man. What the hell do you want? And Jiku's like, we want your mask, man. We want your fucking mask because we're trying to get to Chipotle, and it's in Georgia and everything else. And Sweet Tooth's like, you want my mask, but it's actually my face. Are you guys high or something? And Skylight's like, no, man, we're not high. We're not high, but apparently before the mission even started, he smoked a shit ton of bowls. We're not talking a regular bowls, we're talking a huge ass bowls, about the size of this. And he was still kind of coming down, but instead of being a fiery headed asshat like Sweet Tooth normally is, he just turned out to be the milkman from down the street that was just doing his job. So Skylight's like, whoa, back down. And Sweet Tooth gets a call from Floral Lush, who's like, dude, did you get done with the milk delivery yet? Because we have a bowl of Rice Krispies and we don't have our milk yet. And apparently you're still down at the fucking highway in the skate park again with all those goddamn Tony Hawk clones. And where the fuck is the milk? What, we don't got milk. We want milk. We don't got milk. We have Rice Krispies. How can we have Rice Krispies without milk? Because we need those Rice Krispies to talk to us, so that way we know exactly what the fuck to do when the giant mechs come and attack us. One sec. So, Sweet Tooth, whose actual name is Stilts McGivern, was like, I'm sorry, man. I got a group of people just kind of started attacking me out of nowhere. I was in my milk truck taking a quick nap. All the Tony Hawk clones, you know, they're dead. And you hear disappointment in Lush's voice. He's like, no, fuck you, Sweet Tooth. And Stilts McGivern is like, what? Where the fuck are you getting Sweet Tooth from? My name's Stilts McGivern. And Lush is like, fuck you, Sweet Tooth. And he's like, oh, well, okay. You're fired. You're not even my boss. Fuck you, I called corporate. Well, okay then. I'm freelance. Fuck you, you're banned. I'm like, well, what the hell's going on? So, Kips grabs the phone from Stilts McGivern. He's like, dude, Lush, do you know where the next evil bastard is? We've already got, you know, Bob Stott's skins and now Sweet Tooth's mask, and we need the other guy. We have like 10 of these little assholes left. And Lush thinks for a moment. He's going over his notes. He's doing his homework. So it's like, I know where the next guy is. You need to go back to the defunct Radio Shack. And all of a sudden you hear this massive, massive groan behind. No, I can't believe this bullshit. What the fuck is going on? And so Kips is like, well, people, calm down. We got a plan. We need to knock this out as fast as humanly possible. And that's where I'm going to end it tonight. I need to make a couple more notes. So, thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, hit that like button. And if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. Because I'm always uploading new content for you to enjoy. And as always, I will see you like a beast in the next video. Peace.